ser opp med askannet. I think you're gonna want to heal. That means son all off on the share and back. Very was. Wonderful. I get our shot. Ja, always mean you're one. How's it going, everyone? My name is Joseph C.H. Rigdon, and today I wanted to share with you some photos that I took on a little journey up to Reno, Nevada. Yeah, that's right, folks. One of my cameras unfortunately broke on this little escapade, and you'll see it soon. It was just absolutely awful. As you can tell, I'm kind of a little tired. Just got back from a very long trip where I went up to Reno, Nevada with my buddy Ben. It was kind of a little vacation trip, and it was a good old time, but the last 2 days that we were there, we decided to do some night photography around Reno, Nevada. I shot on Portra 800 for this video. You're not really supposed to load any film in the light, but it's okay. We all intentionally make mistakes sometimes, right? Sometimes you forget the basics of loading them every once in a while, and then you just feel like you need to refresh your memory because you're just so brain dead and stupefied by all the images, all the AI images you see online. And then after that kind of goes away, you're like, oh wait, I can just shoot film and then make a nice photo again, make it look good. So it's always the dilemma. But we're gonna scoot this guy across here. Close this guy up. You can spank it down on this camera, which is something I really like. And we are ready to start shooting. Well, so never screw this on with your fingernail because it'll just cut right through your fingernail. I'm light metering right now for the scene. So with my Portra 800, I basically set this app to 800 ISO with my f-stop, and then it'll give me an appropriate shutter kind of measure off of. So what I'm actually doing is, and this is something that I don't do as often as I probably should, but for the purposes of trying to get a good exposure, I'm going to kind of measure a little bit of everything over here. Our shadows are at f8 at 1 second. We're overexposing it by a little bit. Let's see how it goes. This is a 7-Eleven that's kind of close by to my childhood home. I have a lot of nostalgia for it, and so I really wanted to capture it. Now, if you remember earlier this summer, or keep up to date with me at all, you'll remember that I did some concept stills at this same 7-Eleven for a short film that I was making called Gasoline, which is now finished. Those concept stills were really fun and really awesome, and arguably better than the photos that I got this time around. But I think the photos that I've got this time around have a really nice charm. So what I've done is I've framed up the 7-Eleven sign, the American flag, and the moon, and hopefully we'll get a really cool shot that way. Now, I also see this plane coming in, which is an added element to, maybe that would be a cool addition to the shot. I wonder if there's going to be a plane coming in after that.
Speeding.
We do have another plane coming in. Should I do it on the plane? Ew, that sounds really gross. Should I do it on the plane? All right. Jesus Christ, look at those gas prices. But I was trying to do something kind of interesting with the sign, the flag, and the moon, and I don't know. I don't really like it. I kind of hate the shot, actually. So then from there on, we went to Pub and Sub, great hangout spot. Go there with my friends a lot and love how photogenic it can be.
If you're happy, I guess that would make me happy as your friend.
Oh, that's really nice of you, Ben. So, Pub and Sub is another cool place that's kind of been around for my whole life, and I just love it. And so, to get some photos of it would be really sick. And it is the ultimate spot in Reno, Nevada, if you're looking for subs and pubs and everything in between. They've also got an awesome pizza. That should be a pretty cool exposure. One Mississippi, two Mississippi. Same settings. Hey baby. On this one I might go for 3 seconds. Went on for a little longer than 3 seconds. Time is all relative. Nothing. Say I said that and that was already a minute ago. We're overexposing a little bit for these highlights. I'd say which shouldn't be a problem if everything's gone according to plan. Just got to take out the slide, get everything in gear, and we should be good to shoot. I always get so nervous before these photos, but the cool thing is that with this roll that I'm working with, it shouldn't be too bad. Oh, didn't prime it again. Gosh, what a theme. Generally I would remember at this point, but it's just these old press cameras. They gotta be primed and ready to go. That's that. Let's move on to the next spot. These are the shots that matter. Anyway, after getting a couple shots of Pub and Sub, I really thought there was going to be something special with this one shot with the bug and the Coors sign. What the hell happened? I cut off the Coors Light sign, which I thought I had framed for, and then the bug is just way underexposed. The whole photo is underexposed. It looks pretty gross and pretty ugly. Oh, and did I mention I did not calculate for reciprocity failure on this roll, and it was a conscious choice. I really wanted to test out how the stock was going to work with light, just in general, and honestly I'm extremely surprised by the results. Will I calculate for reciprocity failure next time? Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Anyway, moving on from Pub and Sub, we decided to go out the next night, and that's where things kind of got a little sketchy. Here in Nevada, we like to play a little game called Is There a Meth Head in the Car? Here's our car. We're gonna find out if the meth head's in there. And if not, then we'll photograph it. And if so, then we'll be very respectful of the individual. For all intents and purposes today, it looks like we got lucky. There is no meth head in the car. And by the time that we left, someone was kind of yelling behind us, so we wanted to get out of there as quickly as possible. And I think it was pretty obvious by the end that one of the individuals at that location seemed to be getting a little antsy about us being there. And I don't want to cause, for my sake and for their sake, I don't want to cause any strife or negativity. You know, and so it's kind of best to leave those situations be and be as respectful as you can, and I felt like we did that, and I still might have gotten the shots, so I'm hoping. The most thankful thing about the situation is I hate taking pictures of car license plates, and there was no license plates on this vehicle. So that was a really cool thing, because it can kind of be anywhere and it can kind of be anyone, and I'm not trying to single someone out, you know, so I hate doing that. So car goes over me, I'm donezo. Okay, so the beefy sign. Are you ready, Ski Daddy? It's time for the lightning round. Let's go, go, go. Out here in Reno, Nevada, taking a photo of beefies. That's what they say about some of the women here. Boom. Got it, baby. I love all the tones. I even like where the sign is cut off. I think it's just perfect. I think having it be an all-encompassing frame is really neat. And you just gotta love the detail of Portra 800, especially when it's exposed like this. It's gorgeous. And I think that this is definitely a photo that I'm going to print because I just love it. So then came tragedy. My beautiful Mamiya Universal, which I love, and I know it's a weird, ugly duckling camera. Not many people I know use it or even know of its existence. I love it. It's always been reliable, and suddenly the focus just grinded to a halt. The focus straight up stopped working, guys. Like, and it's immovable. I tried and tried and tried to get the focus to work for this last shot, and it just did not work. My hands are actually sore from trying to turn the focus, and it was an experience that really made me quite sad, because this camera's been with me through a lot. It's kind of the end of an era for one of my cameras, I suppose. The last exposure that I wanted to take was a reflection of myself, a portrait. It was the last one I was trying to expose for. It was the photo that my camera decided to break on. Basically what had happened was I saw my reflection look very ghostly in the window of Beefy's and decided that that would be a great frame. Okay. That one is 100% completely up to the film gods. There is, I mean, may God have mercy on us all. Now, there is a way to fix the camera, and I intend on fixing it fully eventually. But the other thing that was heartbreaking was I'm going on a trip in a couple of days. Like, I won't be able, this whole test was kind of for nothing if I can't bring my camera on the trip, right? However, I did know that I did need to upgrade eventually, and so when I got home and realized that I wasn't going to be able to fix it, I started to try and see if I could find a solution to my problem. So say hello to my new camera, the Mamiya RB67. I have not used it yet, but I have kind of tested its functionality. It seems to be fully functional, and I'm very, very, very excited to take it on this journey with me and see what I can do with it. So anyway, those were the shots I got. As for the Portra 800, what can I say? I freaking love the stuff. Even when there's no reciprocity failure calculated for, Portra 800 is a banger film stock. Like, holy cow. I've been sleeping on this for way too long. And this is expired, technically. It's always been refrigerated its whole life, but technically it's expired and it's looking like this. But I actually was very, very happy with this roll and really, really enjoyed sharing it with all of you. So thanks for being here today. I hope you have a great day, and I hope to see you in the next video, whenever that may be. But this is Joseph C.H. Rigdon, out.